Hey, what up? I'm 3D, and this is Tales from the Driver's Seat. Alright, as you can probably tell, it's raining again. I'm not one to complain about weather patterns so much when they are particularly seasonal. I'm one who thinks that summer can also be unseasonably warm, so I bitch about the heat. But this is also unseasonably wet. It doesn't do this extremely often, but yet here we are. I'm beginning to wonder, well, we had a week off where we weren't getting rain every day, all day. Was going to record today, but I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to go home, probably going to be all stormy and thundery and just not conducive to a good quality recording, you know? So with that thought, I'm thinking probably not, really not going to happen for no other reason than because of the weather. Well, then again, it's going to be the Paranormal Podcast, so who knows? It might actually be, seasonal. Well, or appropriate, not seasonal. Got that word stuck in my head, and now it's just popping back out like a bad Jack in the Box. Once you put that Jack in the Box, he's just like, bah! So, alright. I haven't been to this particular Quick Trip very much. It's replaced and updated the one that was right across the street. The old building is still there, but they've got the parking lot completely blocked off. There are dumpsters in front of where the entrance used to be. So I'm like, well, surely they're doing something. They're not just parking bins in the way, and actual retaining wall in the entrances so people can't just drive in the lot. So you can't drive onto the lot, you can't get into the, well, you couldn't get into the doors anyway because they had those sealed off. Cool meeting today. Honestly, if this person were to start the podcast, I don't think they would ever stop. Pardon. Not that, a recording would begin and never end, but, I think it, by its very nature, creates dialogue. And there are people who will gladly have this dialogue, but only to vehemently disagree in spite of the facts presented. And that's the kind of political discourse that I like. It's to have a conversation that, if properly digested, would actually cause one or both sides to rethink their position. I don't think that is wrong or a sign of weakness. I myself have changed my political stances throughout the course of my life because I've changed my political position because I was introduced to new information that seems like it shouldn't have been a novel idea in the first place. Such as, and there are some exceptions to all of these rules, obviously. But how about we don't kill people for resisting arrest, no matter what color their skin is? pretty novel concept. I think there are ways to, and non-lethal ways do work. They use the crap out of those with the Dakota Access Pipeline protesters, the water protesters up north. They use the hell out of those non-lethal methods. So I happen to know for a fact there are police interventions that won't kill people. And then again, you know, sometimes it's like, well, I just really want to kill someone today, so I'm going to pretend I went for my taser and accidentally grabbed my sidearm. I don't know. I don't know how easy that is. I've never been a cop. Some of my friends are cops. I can ask them. But that opens up a lot of discussion. And, well, the person that I'm going to be hopefully introducing, she's also a law enforcement officer. So it's not like it's not like I'm screaming in a vacuum with people who have never done the job. I'm getting someone who has actually done the job and can present this side of the argument while still sounding intelligent doing it. So it's not like we're talking out of our ass. Sorry. Itchy. Also kind of waiting for the rain to subside. How far will this follow me? But what the heck. Anyway, short episode today, I think, roughly. It's about the same, honestly. I just don't feel like I had as much to cover. But hey, with that being said, the weather is still weathery. And the podcasts are podcasty. The only thing left now is to actually get them up and started next to the ones that we've already started doing. So, well, hell, with that being said, I think I'm going to go in. Thanks, guys, for joining me on this lovely Friday afternoon. And that's it. I'm 3D. This is Tales from the Driver's Seat, and I will see you on Monday.